Okay. Mm-hmm. Why is it not showing live?
No,
Crap.
I haven't got a note. There it is. It just popped up. You got it.
Oh, let me turn the sound down.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Here we go, people. Come on
Calm
in.
down.
You're the next contestant on the chat is right. I can't hear it in chat, so I'll just have to leave it this way. Well, now, here we go.
All right, where's our other mod? He was supposed to be here for the mod meeting. I texted him and told him about it yesterday.
All right, we got two. I don't know if it's me and you. Let me go put it in Discord
Okay.
and Facebook. There's Z.
Hi, Z.
Okay, post the link. All right, we got it in Discord. And now, there's Slim. Hey, Slim.
Hey, Slim.
Well, we'll wait a few, see some people get in here. Get ready to play some trivia, y'all. Guess I need to let Charles know, too.
I told him about it. He got the message. I texted him.
Yeah, but I give it, send the link. Keyboards suck. I have trouble with the phone. Okay, I put it in Discord. I did it there. Let me do it on Facebook, and then we'll see if we get a few more people. Hey, KJ.
Hi, KJ.
I hope y'all got your thinking caps on.
No cheating. No
Yeah,
Google.
no Googling. No Googling allowed.
You go to the boo box if you get caught Googling.
Okay. Now it's on everywhere. So here we go. There we go. Make sure I got everything. If anybody wants to come up, I can give them the link if you would like.
Yeah, somebody come up and join us.
You better not.
KJ's already got his Google ready.
Thank you, Z.
Go out and check the mailbox, Z.
Wait a minute. Why can't?
That's no fair. You're right there with her, cheater. There's
Can
Charles.
y'all?
Hey, Charles.
Can y'all hear us? They should be able to hear us. I hope.
Somebody let us know if you can hear us. Slim says he doesn't hear anything.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Z, can you hear us?
yep, Charles and Z can. Yep, KJ can.
All right. Turn up your volume, Slim.
Hi, Miss T. She can hear us. We're all good.
Okay. Now, I think we got maybe enough in here, at least. I mean, we got. Hey, Mrs. T. All right. We got Charles. We got Z. We got Slim. We got KJ. I think we're ready to go. If you want to start, we got 10 people watching, so if y'all ready, go ahead, sis.
All right. What do you call landscaping that reduces the need for irrigation?
What do you call landscaping that what?
reduces the need for irrigation?
What? No multiple
That's
choices?
that's too hard.
Well, what's the
Okay.
answer? Wait a minute. 40.
Xeriscaping. Digging. Hey, Michael.
Hey,
48's in the
Michael.
house.
Hey, we're not.
Come up on the panel.
You want to come up, Michael? I'll put the link in.
All right. Let me give you a multiple choice.
Give us multiple choice. We can handle those.
Okay. All right. Here's a multiple choice. From Latin, what does the rex in Tyrannosaurus rex translate to? The answers are ruler, giant, or king. What does the rex in Tyrannosaurus rex translate to in Latin?
I'm gonna
Ruler,
say giant.
giant, or king?
I'm gonna say giant.
Thunder lizard.
Hey, Doctor Who.
Okay, we got a comedian in the works here.
Hey, Ron.
Boy, you are good. Hey,
Slim
Ron.
says ruler. Doctor Who's
right.
from another Discord. King. Everybody says
Hey,
king.
Dr.
What
Who.
is it?
It's king. You all right? King.
Yay! All right.
All right. This is another multiple choice. Earthworms are born with male and female reproductive organs, which makes them what?
Oh God, I know the word.
And you can just put out the first few letters if you want instead of spelling it out. Hermaphrodites, Mophrodites, or Anaphrodites. Just put the first few letters if you want. Hermaphrodites, Mophrodites, or Anaphrodites.
Can I do A?
Yeah, if you want to do that, A, B, or C.
Or number one, like Slim says, number one.
The first one, yeah, the first one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Slim says the first one. I say the first one. Z says the first one. Mrs. T says C. KJ says B. We got them all over the board. Do 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 do. I don't have my buzzer.
All right. The answer to that is the first one, hermaphrodites.
Yay! Woo! And Michael says none of the above.
That's a trick question, Michael. Okay,
And
what does the Q stand for in NASDAQ? NASDAQ. What does the Q stand for? And I got a multiple choice on this.
Okay.
Does anybody know the answer before I give you a multiple choice? What the Q in NASDAQ stands for?
No.
What word it stands for? No guesses? Come on, Michael. Give us a guess.
Come on, all you computer literate people. You ought to know this one.
Okay. That's a good guess, Z. That's one of the choices. Quality, quotations, or quantitative.
Or like quantity? Quality?
Quantitative. All right, it's either quality or quotations. I'll narrow it down for you. The
quality.
Q in NASDAQ. Quality or quotations?
Quality. See, she cut it down for us as quality or whatever the other word was. So
quotations.
Quotations. I'm going to say quality.
It's actually quotations, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, what's the other letter stand for? Did you look that up?
I didn't know. I didn't look that up. I don't know what quotations means in NASDAQ. I don't know.
I don't even know what the dash. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What country is the headquarters of Sony Corporation?
What country?
What
Uh,
country is the headquarters for Sony Corporation? And I don't have a multiple choice on this one.
I'm
It's a
gonna guess because I
well-known.
think I've seen this somewhere, and I believe it's Germany. Miss T
All
says
right.
Japan. She might be right. I'm gonna say Germany.
One of y'all's right.
So it's either Japan, South Vietnam, or South Korea, or Germany. Okay. KJ says Pakistan. I read this recently. I think it might have been in my questions I was going to get. That's why. I don't know. I think it's Germany though.
All right. The answer is Japan.
So Mrs.
Miss
T,
T got
yay!
it. All right.
Woo! Okay.
2023 company with the highest revenue in the world. In
Elon Musk.
2023, in 2023, this company had the highest revenue in the world.
Elon
All right.
Musk. Whatever he
Uh,
owns.
is a
Cat.
multiple choice. You want a
Go
multiple
ahead.
choice or?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I would have thought that. A multiple choice is Apple, Shein, Shein, or Walmart.
Not Amazon.
Nope.
Walmart. I'm gonna say Walmart.
Amazon's not in the choices.
Well, you said we could guess beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, Slim says
Boy,
Sheen.
it's all over the place. Hi, LT.
Hey, LT. Hey, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
So the apples are all apples. Answers are Sheen, Apple, Sheen. I don't even. What is Sheen? What kind of company is it?
I don't know. I've never heard of that. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Walmart.
And you would be right, sis. The answer is
Yay!
Walmart.
Yay! Wally World wins. Anybody know what? Since you said Sheen, Slim, what is Sheen?
I've never heard of Shein.
Oh, she said. Mrs. T says it's kind of like Temu.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of it. When you talk money and talk Walmart, they go together.
All right. Next. What is it called when the price of a stock keeps rising?
Do we get a choice?
Does anybody know it? I'll give you the first word and you can finish it. It's bull something.
When a stock market keeps rising, it's called what? What? Bull something?
Yeah. Bull blank. When a stock price keeps rising, it's called a bull.
Okay, Slim says bull market. Ron says expensive. Bull Malaki.
That's kind of a hard one. It's called bull run.
Bull run.
Run.
I like bull malarkey.
Where is the U.S. Space Needle located? Somebody ought to know this.
Seattle.
Anybody else want to guess where the Space Needle's located?
Seattle.
I didn't know that one. Looks like everybody's agreeing with you. Everybody but Miss D. Oh, and KJ.
KJ says Vegas. Yeah. I say Seattle. Because they got a restaurant up there, so I think that revolves around at the top of it. I remember reading it or something somewhere that it revolves around. I may have read
Yeah, I
wrong,
think
but
I've heard of that.
I pictured it
And the
Washington
answer
State.
is Seattle. It's Seattle.
Nut
Seattle's the
restaurant.
answer to that.
Well, Ron kind of had it, Washington State, so that's kind of right.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Okay. To
Ron's getting.
end a disagreement, sorry.
Go ahead.
To end a disagreement, you will offer someone a branch from what tree?
I know that. Did we get choices, or do I go ahead and guess?
Go ahead and guess.
Olive tree. Everybody's guessing there. Slim guessed about the same time I did.
Looks like everybody knows that one.
Ron, quit using voice to text. I can't understand you. If I can't understand you, neither that machine can't.
All right. The answer is olive tree. All right. This is not a multiple choice, but let's see if anybody knows it. Who painted
Am I
the Last
buffering?
Supper mural? No, you're not buffering. Who painted the Last Supper mural picture?
From Mark.
What's the matter? Slim. Do you really? That's cool. It was Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo did it. Hi, Relentless. We're playing trivia. Where did Shandy disappeared?
I'm here. The internet went out.
Oh, uh-oh. That's really cool, Slim. Slim's got a picture of the Last Supper in his house. Leonardo da Vinci painted the original.
Oh, okay. Cool. Did I miss a question or something?
Nope. Waiting on you.
Okay, because like I said, it's all good now that Wi-Fi stopped there for a minute.
Which sport does England and Australia compete for the Ashes trophy? There's a sport between England and Australia, and they compete for the Ashes trophy in this sport. Is it rugby?
Okay.
Cricket or croquet?
I'm going to say rugby.
England and Australia.
Ask the question again.
Which sport does England and Australia compete in for the Ashes trophy? Rugby, cricket, or croquet?
You need to refresh the. You're lagging big time. Let Z catch up. He's lagging.
Okay.
Okay. I said rugby. Slim said rugby. Mrs. T said rugby. KJ said bugby. And Relentless said croquet.
The answer is cricket.
Oh, so who said cricket? Relentless got it. Okay.
No, Relentless said croquet.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
one of
so
the
I guess
choices.
nobody got it right then, did they?
Nobody got it. That was cricket.
Okay.
All right, Billy
I,
and Nanny are the male and female names for what animal? Billy and Nanny.
Billy Mellon and his mama. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Some of you know who Billy Mellon is. You would. Oh, that we all say goat. If y'all knew Billy Mallon, you would know why we're laughing. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
He's from the UK, but if you knew him, you would understand why we said that.
Billy would think it was funny. And that's
Yeah.
right, it's a goat. Which bird did miners used to take down into the tunnels to detect poisonous gas?
I know this one too. Is there a Yazzie?
There's
You're here. We see you.
no multiple choice. It's a
Canaries.
bird that miners would take to detect poisonous gas in tunnels. The dodo bird. The dumb dodo. Yep, y'all got it. Canaries.
Any of you tenants out there looking and you're not in, you're more than welcome to come and join us. If anybody that's down there in the chat wants to come upstairs up here in the lounge part, you're more than welcome. Just let me know and I'll put the link.
All right. How long do chicken eggs take to hatch naturally? 9 days, 21 days, or 33 days?
I thought it was longer than that.
9 days,
No.
21 days, or 33 days? Hey, Charles.
Hey,
Don't do
Charles.
errand. You can do your errands later.
I think
They'll
it's
be there.
33.
Hey, Miss T thinks it's 33. Z thinks it's 9. Charles, do your errands later. They'll be there later. 3 minutes in the skillet and they're done. Are y'all finished?
I'm going to say 33.
21 days.
Oh, I know why I was thinking 63. 63 is how long it takes a dog to stay pregnant before they have babies. Duh.
I didn't know that.
I knew that one.
I didn't. I should, but I didn't. I never raised dogs, but.
Slim, quit copying off my paper.
Slim's
Y'all,
cheap.
Slim's copying off my paper. Depends on the rooster. All right, so you keep it clean.
All right. What is the name of Australia's largest island? See, I threw some of these in there for BD, and he ain't here.
I don't know. Is there a choice?
Nope. It's an island south of Australia, but it's part of Australia.
Thank you, Relentless. Z says Tasmania. Is it Tasmania? Is that what you mean? I don't know none of the islands down there. I didn't know.
That's close enough, Z. Tasman.
Slim says the Falklands. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Z said he meant
Tasmania.
That's what he meant.
Tasmania, yeah.
Well, Z got that one.
All right. Which Apollo craft was the first to land on the moon? Was it Apollo 10, 11, or 13?
Name the numbers again.
Apollo 10, 11, or 13 was the first Apollo craft that landed on the moon.
I'm going to say 11. See, Slim, you should have copied that time.
Yep, Slim, you should have cheated.
Okay, Z said
11
10.
is the correct answer.
Z said that
11.
Apollo 10 circled the moon.
Women.
And he says they didn't land. Okay.
Who did Robin Hood fall in love with? And this is not multiple choice.
I'm going to say, well, maybe I should wait to let everybody else say. No, then they'll say I'm copying off of them. Maid Marian.
I wouldn't know this answer.
I do.
Everybody's copying off you, Shandy. They're cheating.
Maid Marian. Mrs. T, Z, KJ. Come on, Slim, give us your answer.
Let me give you a hint, Slim. Cheat.
He'd probably say Madonna. He says he's got nothing on this one. You should have copied.
I wouldn't either. Maid Marian is the correct answer. Men in tights.
God, that was funny.
You know more about Robin Hood than I do. That's funny.
Oh, Jesus. That was good.
What
Mad
type
Marian.
of
Tights,
Mad
tights.
Marian. Tights. Stretchy tights. Okay. What type of yarn is obtained from the Angora goat? Type of yarn.
Is there multiple choice?
Angora goat, yes.
Okay.
The choices are cashmere, mohair, or velvet. So type of yarn.
Okay, wait a minute.
The Angora goat. Cashmere, mohair, or velvet.
I'm going to say mohair. I'm going to say mohair.
Sweater. That's not the correct answer, Ron.
I think mohair, because I think cashmere comes from rabbits or something.
Wool's not a choice. It's cashmere, mohair, or velvet.
I think it's mohair.
I wouldn't have a clue if I hadn't already looked up the answer. All right. Mohair is the correct answer.
I think.
But what, Ron? But.
I got to Google now because I got to see what animal cashmere comes from. Y'all can listen. What animal does cashmere come from? Oh, wait a minute now. Huh. Cashmere comes from the fine downy undercoat of the cashmere goat. I didn't even know there was a
cashmere goat?
Known as a Capra hircus, the Hircus. Well, if somebody said cashmere, they'd have been right too. So
I've never heard of that.
I didn't either, but I know mohair anyway comes from yeah.
Angora goat. I've never heard of an Angora goat.
Okay, we got that one.
All right. Which toy company owns Barbie brands? Anything Barbie, what toy company owns it? Mattel, Hasbro, or Fisher Price?
I'm gonna hush on this one. I'll let them guess. I know the answer.
You like belly rubs, Ron? Mattel, Hasbro, or Fisher Price?
Slim says Mattel. Maz says Mattel. Mrs. T.
Everybody got it. It is Mattel.
I had, until I moved from Indiana and all that, I had the original Barbie, and before I moved from there, and had her in storage, and the storage unit burnt down. But you know that sucker be worth a lot of money there. I had one of the original Barbies.
I still got mine and some clothes that goes with her. Her face is a different color than her body now, but she's in pretty good shape actually.
It might be worth some money.
I don't know what it's worth.
And before we go on, I just want to thank everybody for coming and joining us. I want to thank you all for subscribing and supporting me. I finally made my 1,000.
Yay!
I'm not going to do anything for us to get monetized and all that. I just wanted to get it. I've been doing streams and everything since 2018. I've had a channel since 2012, but didn't know how to use it. Finally learned in 2018, and I just wanted to get 1,000 just to get it, But I want to thank each and every one of you, because y'all are great. You support me. I've made a lot of friends, and I just want to tell y'all I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you.
Well, we love you, sis, and we're proud of you.
Thank you.
That's a big step. That's cool.
Thank you, Slim. All right, you can go on now. All the mushy stuff is over with.
All right. The term kosher is associated with which religion? Judaism, Islam, or Hinduism? The term kosher.
Judaism. Thank you, Z.
Congo rats.
I was going to say pickles, but that's the only thing I can think is kosher, but KJ says Hindu.
Judaism, Islam, or Hinduism which one is kosher?
Z says Judaism. KJ says Hindu.
Judaism. How do you say that?
Judaism.
It's Judaism. I don't know how you pronounce it. Judaism. Yeah.
Judaism's what Z says.
Judaism.
Judaism. I say Judaism.
All right. The answer is Judaism.
Hey, City, you're late.
Yeah, about time you showed up. Mod number 3. What's a Congo rat? It's a rat in Congo, I guess. It's a big one.
He's a big old rat that plays the drums. I don't know. Oh, that's Mongo.
Where you been, number 3?
You're late. I'm going to dock you an hour's pay. Started
without you. Okay, in the tale, how many thieves did Ali Baba come across? It's a tale about Ali Baba, which I don't know anything about that.
I do, but I'm going to be quiet again. It's kind of good. I get to be on this end of the questionnaires.
All right, the choices are 3, 20, or 40.
40.
3 minutes late? I don't think so, City. You would be 34 minutes late. Where do you get 3? You're smart.
Ain't we, though?
The answer is 40. That's great. Which is the most common language spoken in South America? English, Latin, or Spanish?
Mm.
The most common language in South America.
Spanish. I'm gonna say Spanish.
Number 3, tails. Okay, it's between Latin, Spanish, English.
Okay.
Got to guess on all 3 of them.
Yeah. Who said? Oh, Mrs. T said Latin.
All
Come
right.
on, Ron. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Ron, what do you say? What do they speak in South America? Most common?
English, Latin, or Spanish?
English, Latin, or Spanish? Latin's a dead language.
Okay, Ron says English.
All right. Answer is Spanish.
Yeah, arriba.
Spanish.
Well, if you look at all these chats where they come in from Brazil and everywhere, that's all they speak is Spanish. That's the only reason why I know what it is.
All right. What do you call the body of an airplane? Airfoil, jettison, or fuselage? Fuselage.
Fuselage.
Airfoil, jettison, or fuselage?
But it's Spanish. Jettison. Slim says fuselage. Mrs. T says jettison. Scott! Hey!
Hi, Scott.
Scott says fuselage. Ron says fuselage. KJ says fuselage.
All right, y'all are smart. That's what it is. Fuselage.
Hey, Passion, how you doing? How you doing, hon?
Hi, Passion. All right, which is the smallest state in the USA? This should be an easy one.
Is there choices?
Nope.
Rhode Island.
The smallest state in the US.
Doing good here. I hope you are too, hon. Matt says Delaware. Mrs. T says Rhode Island. I'm glad you did. I hope that weather's kind of cleared up for you over there, Scott. City Show says Vermont. Z says Delaware. Slim says Rhode Island. Scott says Delaware.
Smallsville. Smart ass. Ron. Smallsville. Is that where you live, Ron? Smallsville?
I could come off. I'll be nice.
I will too.
I'll be nice.
I'm being nice. Okay, the answer is Rhode Island.
Oh.
Vermont and Delaware were a good guess. I'd have never thought of
I was
guessing
thinking
those.
Delaware, but then I remember on the map it's that little T90 thing. So,
which is the only gemstone made of 100% pure carbon? And I got multiple choice. Does anybody know the answer before I read the multiple choice? The only gemstone made of 100% pure carbon. Hi, Sean.
oh Lord, Scott. Well, that wind is not good. Hey, Sean. I have to say this, guys, right now. The name Lurkers Lounge I got from Sean. I stole it from Sean.
Oh.
Because he used to go in Willie T's and all of them, and he would say he was up in the Lurkers Lounge. So that's why I named my stream the Lurkers Lounge was from Sean. So I had to, I have to give him credit. Okay, so um, I'm gonna go with the crowd. I'm gonna copy off of Slim this time. I'm gonna say it's diamonds,
Diamond would be right. It's diamonds.
cause coal is made of carbon, I think, or whatever, and then from there.
All right. What gift is given for a 25th wedding anniversary?
Oh crap!
Silver, gold, or porcelain? For
25th.
25th. Yeah.
I'm gonna say silver.
You're on a roll. All right.
Wait a minute, give everybody a chance. Give them
There.
a minute more. Oh well, congratulations! And by the way, those of you who don't know, KJ and Mrs.
Yeah.
T are the couple that he is talking about. They're going to celebrate their silver anniversary. Well,
That is really cool.
congratulations.
That's a long time to be married. So you get something silver next year.
That's awesome. So silver is the answer.
Silver is the answer. Yeah, y'all are smart, Z. Are doing good. Get this page separated.
So you just had an anniversary. Well, belated happy 24th anniversary.
Yeah.
Be nice, Ron.
Okay. From which fish must eggs be obtained to be considered caviar?
I know this, but I'll be quiet.
Which fish must the eggs be taken from to be considered caviar? A certain type of fish.
Do you have multiple choice?
Yep. Multiple choice. The beluga whale, the sturgeon, or the tuna? Beluga
Sturgeon.
whale, sturgeon, or the tuna?
You can't change your answer, Z. Oh, you can then, because they are, so you can too. Sturgeon is right.
Y'all done? All in?
Wait a minute, Ron ain't done. He's done nothing but. Okay, he's still on the anniversary thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Ron's playing around. All right, answer is sturgeon. That is true. Sturgeon. All right. In the United States, after how many sales does an album get diamond certification? A record album. 1 million, 10 million, or 1 billion? How many years sales does an album get diamond certification?
Mm.
How many sales of albums do you have to get diamond
And the choices are
certification?
what?
1 million, 10 million, or 1 billion?
I'm gonna have to say 1 million.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about platinum.
Yeah, I
It
was
says
trying.
diamond. I don't know which would be higher, platinum or diamond. I guess diamond would, wouldn't it? I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody getting a diamond. I've heard of platinum.
Yeah, I've heard of platinum too.
I have no
All
idea.
right. The answer is 10 million. Have to have 10 million sales of an album to get a diamond certification.
I don't think anybody's ever sold 10 million. Oh, Slim says it too. 10, Slim says it too. So I've heard of platinum, but that's all I've heard.
What country attacked the United States at Pearl Harbor in 1941? Shouldn't need a multiple choice on this one. But I got
Japan.
it if you need.
We'll go ahead and give the choices, but I think everybody knows.
Yeah. That was an easy one. All right, here's a hard one. The answer is Japan. Which country was singer Tom Jones born in?
We have multiple choice.
We do.
Okay, go ahead.
Scotland, Australia, or Wales?
Wales.
I said Wales, didn't I? Instead of Wales, I said Wales.
Wales.
Wales,
Slim,
Wales, Wales.
Slim says Scotland.
Scotland, Australia, or Wales? Tom Jones, where was he born?
KJ says Wales. Maz says Wales. Slim, you can change. Only one change per.
One change per answer.
Wales. I know Wales is part of the UK, isn't it?
I don't know.
Scott says Wales. Sean says Wales. And Slim says he ended his show speaking it. So, okay. Well,
Well, that's
Slim
cool.
knows music. I got to kind of go with Slim.
Yeah, I think Slim knows what he's talking about on this one. And that is the right answer, Wales.
Wales, I thought so.
Which automaker has models called the Camry and the Supra? Who makes the Camry and the Supra? Anybody know without multiple choice?
I do, but Slim says Toyota. Toyota.
Yeah, that was
Toyota.
an easy one for y'all.
I say
Okay.
Toyota. The Beatles sold between 500 million and 1 billion albums. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Ron says Toyota. I didn't know. I knew they sold some, a good many, but wow.
Toyota is the correct answer.
And then we smart. We didn't even
Y'all
need
smart tonight. Which U.S. president said in a speech, "I am not a crook"? What
I'm
president said in a speech, "I am not a crook"?
We got a multiple choice?
Yeah.
Well, hell, they're all saying it. That's who I was thinking.
I don't think we need it. Y'all are fast.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure.
Chevy.
No, no, Passion's talking about the last question. I think she's lagging.
Toyota was the answer to the Camry and the Supra. Toyota makes that. And yes, Nixon is. All right, number 3. I told you to come up with some questions and you didn't do it, so don't be cutting mine down.
Passion, you might need to refresh because that was the last question.
Where's your questions, number 3? Get up here. I told you to get some.
JL, can you hold on a minute?
Sure. Yeah, you know I did number 3. Scott City and I are number 3 to each other. That's what that's all about, in case you didn't know. It's a ongoing joke between me and City and Shandy.
What, the number 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, we had a threesome.
on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Passion. Oh, there she is. Proton. Thank you, hon. Proton, if you don't know, those using my Discord, she's in my Discord.
Oh, cool. Hi, Proton. All right. What do you call an angle of 180 degrees? What do you call an angle of 180 degrees? I'll give you 2 clues or 2 guesses. It's either a straight angle or a right angle.
180 degrees?
Mm-hmm. 180 degree angle is either a straight angle or a right angle.
Right angle.
Guess again, Z. Straight as well.
Well, I said right angle, so I must be wrong.
Yep, the answer is straight.
I never was good at that kind of stuff.
Okay. What is the imaginary line that splits the Earth into eastern and western hemispheres called? Not the line that splits the Earth between eastern and western hemispheres. It's either the Tropic of Cancer, the equator.
There's only 2 choices?
Or hold on a minute. Or the prime meridian.
Okay, now.
Splits the Earth into eastern and western hemispheres. The Tropic of Cancer, the equator, or the prime meridian.
Well, I'm going to say prime meridian because equator separates north from south. So I'm going to have to say prime meridian. Z says the international date line.
That might be. I don't know.
I'm going to have to say prime meridian. Because, like I said, equator just separates the north from the south. But you're talking east to west, right?
Yes, we're talking east and west.
So I'm going to say the prime meridian.
All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Answer is prime meridian.
Yay! High five!
Yay.
High five, everybody.
All right. In computing, which is an image? Is it XLS, WAV, or GIF?
Read the question.
Which is in computing, which is an image? XLS, WAV, or GIF?
GIF. Okay, we got to wait a little bit because some of them might be lagging a little, so we need to let them.
The answers are XLS, WAV, or GIF.
I'm going to say GIF. Hell, City Show ought to know that. He uses enough of them.
He's the gift pro. All right, y'all got
wait
it right.
Wait a minute, we got Ron.
Oh, Ron.
Ron's
too
flat.
slow. Come on, Ron. You're still in the equator.
Okay, we still. Using my phone as a yeah, Scott has to use his. He's out in the boondocks, so he has to use his phone as a hotspot. So we have to
Oh
give
my
him
goodness.
a couple extra minutes or a minute anyway.
Ron, how did you know what the right answer was? Man, you're so smart.
Hell, Ron ought to know it too. He uses enough of them.
Yeah, Ron knows how to use them.
You're fine, Scott. You do good. We'll kind of hold off a couple seconds.
No problem.
I understand slow internet. Believe me.
Yeah, that happened to me, Shandy, when I was talking to you the other day, and I got cut off. I was down at the barn, and as soon as I went under that metal roof, I lost it. Lost connection. Wasn't that flower pretty at the flower show today?
Oh God, yeah, they were. You should have put them in Discord. I
Yeah,
am.
I can do that. I'll do that. All right. So GIF is the answer.
Scott said,
In LED TVs, what does the D stand for? In a LED TV, what does a D stand for? And I've got multiple choice.
"All right, give us the choice on that."
Diode, display, or digital?
Um,
Diode, display, or digital?
Now Proton, she's pretty smart. Everybody's saying display. I'm gonna go with display too, but I got a feeling she might be right. Nope, Slim says diode. Uh-oh.
Okay, this changes the game around.
That's why I know you know this, Proton, because I know what you study.
All right. Anybody want to change their mind on this one?
I'll go to diode. Everybody gets one chance. I go to diode. Okay, hold on.
I don't know what any of these letters for most of this stuff stands for.
I'm gonna say diode too, so. Alright.
Are we ready for the answer?
Yeah, I guess so.
The answer is diode.
Well, see, and I know a Proton and what she studies. That's why I had to go with her. So
I would have thought it would have been digital too. That would have been my guess.
that's true, Mrs. T. And here, it's not about trying to prove who's smarter and who's not. It's just about a bunch of people getting together and having a good time. We don't keep track of who's right and who's wrong and all that. It's just about having fun and learning. That's what it's all about.
If you don't know the answer, put down something stupid and funny. That's as good as the answer.
Yeah.
Ask Ron. He's good at
Yeah, Ron's a pro.
it. Or number 3, ask City. He knows how to do it too. Or Michael. Michael disappeared. I guess Violet's got him busy. They've been gone all day.
My degree is in electronics. I should have rescued Shandy looked on my paper. Good idea. Slim does know electronics.
Okay, here's another electronics question.
Calling for I thought he said he's phoning a friend. Okay.
All right. The refresh rate of a computer monitor is expressed as what? The refresh rate on a computer monitor is expressed as hertz, flops, or decibels. The refresh rate. What is a refresh rate called? Hertz.
I'm gonna say hertz. Thank you, KJ. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And thank you for your support. I went with hertz.
Hertz, flops, or decibels? What is the refresh rate of a computer monitor expressed as?
Now, if these are hard questions for anybody, you can't blame me this time, Jay. I got them all.
Well, I'm skipping over some really hard ones.
Ron says hertz. What's PPG?
Yeah, what is PPG?
She just likes the sound of the second word. Hertz. Let's wait for Scott. Wait for Scott. Hey, Tanya. You can have another second chance, Scott. Go ahead. Hope you're doing well, Tanya. It's good to
Hi,
see
Tanya.
you.
Her initial proton? What are you talking about, Z?
He said he's going with Proton's answer, PPG. Now I understand.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I can guess Hertz, but I can't guess PPG. Good Lord, have mercy.
What is that?
What, the ding?
What's it? Yeah.
That's my phone.
Hi, Tanya. All right. Everybody ready for the answer?
Wait a minute, I'm waiting on Scott. Oh, Scott, you got an answer?
The refresh mode of a computer monitor is a hertz, flops, or decibels.
I think I remember something about that in tubes or something, Slim. That was old. Okay.
There's Scott. Hertz. Okay.
Hertz.
And
Okay.
hertz is the answer.
Yay!
It is hertz. All right.
Come on in and pull up a chair and play trivia with us, Tanya.
Yeah, you don't have to get the right answer. Your flats is broke.
What's a flats?
I don't know.
Z, are you drinking in there?
I don't know if my flats is broke or not because I don't know what my flats is.
I don't know what the hell
All
you're
right.
talking about. Mike, go ahead.
Proton. Another question for proton.
All right.
Referring to electricity, which device changes direct current into alternating current? A converter, a generator, or an inverter?
Converter.
Changes direct current into alternating current. Converter, generator, or inverter?
I say converter.
What did you say, Shandy?
Converter.
Converter. Okay.
Slim said converter. Mrs. Steve said converter. Proton said converter. Matt says what? Maz is copying answers. Sean says converter. Tanya says converter. Of course, City Show has to be the odd one out. Inverter. Oh, sorry. Scott says inverter too. Dang, I thought
right.
Go ahead.
Alrighty, everybody in? Where's Ron?
Yeah. He's there. He said converter.
Okay. The answer is inverter.
Oh, you're kidding.
City and Scott got it. Inverter.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Seems like it would be a converter, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it converts from one thing to another. Huh. Well, dang, ain't we? Yeah, okay. And I was fussing at Ron, or who was it? I was fussing at City Show.
No way, what? Confidently raw?
Oh, okay. Well, now we could have been right too, because Slim here says each brand calls it different.
With inverter, I thought logic inverter.
Well, I don't even know what you said. I don't even know what you said there, Proton, so I'm lost.
Yeah, that's Greek to me. I don't know. All right.
But that's a
Which
good Slim. No, he said each brand calls it different, so we're all right.
we're all right.
Yeah.
Everybody's right. Everybody gets a participation trophy.
Yeah.
All right. Which app uses Reels, Reels, as its direct competition to TikTok? I don't understand the question. If I don't know if y'all do or not.
Okay, that means
Which app uses Reels as its direct competition to TikTok? The answers are Instagram, Snapchat, or YouTube. I don't know what
Instagram.
a reel is.
It's like a small video, a short
Okay.
little video.
Instagram, Snapshot, or YouTube.
Instagram. Scott says if you live off grid, you know. So Scott knows. I think Instagram on this one. But see, Facebook has reels too.
Facebook isn't one of the answers, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
Instagram, Snapshot, and YouTube. So I don't.
see, Facebook has Instagram has reels too, and you can share reels from Facebook to Instagram and vice versa.
I didn't even know what a reel meant.
I have it all.
All right. Instagram is the answer.
But yeah, see, Facebook, like I said, Facebook has them too.
Okay.
And if you do reels, it gets shared in your messages or something like that. But anyway,
All right. Which
see,
country would you
um,
find the Yellow River?
hello, Ron. You ain't. I mean, I'll be nice. I gotta quit picking on Ron. I'll be nice.
Ron likes being picked at. I'm
Well,
not as
Ron ain't
smart as a
smarter
fifth
than a fourth
grader.
grader.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good show. I miss that show.
Yeah. See, what? See, Slim seen him on Facebook too. So, what was the question?
Which country would you find the Yellow River?
Mm,
China, Egypt, or Argentina? China,
Argentina.
Egypt, or Argentina is a Yellow River.
Mrs. T, I understand that. Yeah. I'm lucky to get one or two on Jeopardy.
Yeah, I wouldn't know the answer to most of these. Y'all were
Yeah,
doing good because I
right or
wouldn't be doing
wrong.
that good.
Tanya said Egypt. I say Argentina. Mrs. T said India. Z said China, China, China. Why do I want to say Argentina? I know I'm wrong, but
And you would be wrong, sis.
I know.
The answer is China.
Okay, very good, very good.
The colors of the Irish flag is green, white, and what other color? The Irish flag is green, white, and what? Red, orange, or yellow?
Irish.
Irish flag
Hmm.
is green and white and red, orange, or yellow.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the crowd and say orange. Slim says red and City says yellow. I was really thinking red, but I went with the crowd. I'm gonna say orange. Okay, okay, Scott, we're waiting on you, dear.
Sure you were, Slim
Yeah,
says.
of course. We'll wait on Scott.
Hey, Charles, welcome back.
Welcome back,
Did
Charles.
you get your chores done?
Wait on Scott here.
Yellow,
Read it.
just like a Chinese river.
Scott, did we lose you? I think we lost Scott. Oh no.
Did Opie get fed, Charles? Did you feed Opie?
Read the question one more time, will you please?
Sure. The colors of the Irish flag is green, white, and red, orange, or yellow.
Okay, Scott don't know. Yeah, there's Scott. Scott says he don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Answer is, what do you say, sis?
I'm gonna go ahead and say red. I'm gonna go with my gut and say red.
Okay. The answer is orange.
Yeah, I should have went with everybody else. Oh, that hurt.
Okay. What type of sport is the Royal Rumble?
The Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
I know what that is.
What sport does that represent? The Royal Rumble.
Wrestling. Is this a multiple choice?
Nope.
Wrestling. Are you ready to rumble? I used to. Of course, now the Masked Singer's been doing it lately on their show, saying, "Are you ready to rumble?" Sean says polo. Tanya says rock crawling. Z says wrestling. Mrs. T says, "Let's get ready to rumble." Sydney says bowling.
City says bowling. The Royal Rumble bowling. You got a bowling ball rumbling down the bowling alley. Was that highlight, Tanya?
Highlight.
I don't know how to spell it either.
Okay, Scott said boxing. I think we got everybody.
Got everybody?
Yeah.
All right. The answer is wrestling.
Yay.
Hey, get ready to rumble is right. All right. The lead in a pencil is made of what?
These are multiple choices.
Yep.
I can guess without.
Graphite, anthrite, or ligamite.
Graphite.
Yeah, I think that was an easy one for y'all.
You'd probably be surprised some that don't know. Graphite, graphite, graphite. Graphite. Number two.
Number two.
Graphite.
Number two pencil.
Number two pencil. Okay.
Cindy, you're the only one that got it right. It's number two.
Sean says he's using one now. Scott says graphite. Some of you may not know, and some of you may know that what she say, radium bromide. I don't know. Scott
that might be the chemical name for graphite. Oh, I didn't know that.
Scott does some amazing work with graphite. Graphite shit. Drawing and painting. And never mind. Anyway, I wanted to share his channel out because he will do paintings and stuff for you. I guess you still do, Scott. And if go take a look at his channel, and you can see what he does. And maybe you can commission him to do something. I know, Slim, wash my mouth out with soap. But like I said, Sean does some beautiful artwork. And he has some of it on his YouTube channel. He has Facebook. I've known a couple people he's done work for. And they're just beautiful. So you might check him out. You're welcome, Sean. I don't mind helping anybody if I can, you know.
That's
Yeah.
something I cannot do is paint, draw, or draw.
I mean Sean.
You want something done.
Did I say Sean or Scott? Sean anyway. My brain's
I think
fried.
you said Scott.
Well, I meant Sean.
Yeah,
Slim,
that's
I'll link
Sean.
you up. I'll link you up with Sean later, and maybe get something done. Y'all
That's
can get together.
Sean's YouTube channel there.
He might have. Sean, do you have links on your channel to your Facebook or where people can contact you? I don't know.
All right, Proton. Congratulations.
All right, let's move on.
All right. The Fortress of Solitude is the home base for which superhero? The Fortress of Solitude.
I know that one too.
Do we need a multiple choice or not? Maybe not. What superhero is a home base for the Fortress of Solitude?
Okay, well, those of you check out Scott's. I keep saying Scott. Blah! Sean's channel. You can see his Facebook link. Maybe get with him.
Yeah, me too, number 3. I can draw that.
Welcome to Texas.
Ask Michael. I drew one on him one time.
Now I can say this, Scott. He does very well. He stays in the lines and everything.
Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia. And yeah, I say Superman too. Also, thank you, Virginia. I appreciate it.
And the answer is Superman. I never saw that. I don't remember it.
You've never seen? Oh, okay.
I don't remember his house being the solitude thing. All right. Who wrote the novel Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? And I don't have a multiple choice for this one. Who
Mark
wrote the
Twain.
novel for Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
Mark Twain.
That's your initials, Virginia? That's cool. It stands for Joker's Lady. I just made it easy on everybody and put JL. Joker used to be a horse of mine.
Everybody says the same thing. Mark Twain.
Yep.
Let's see what Scott says. Who's left?
Good job, Ron.
Well, Scott, that's a good answer too.
What? What do you say?
Samuel
Samuel
Clemens.
Clemens?
You me tell you why? Because if I remember right, Samuel Clemens was Mark Twain's real name. If I remember right. If I remember correctly, and I may be wrong. Not always right.
Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, the horse in the picture's name is JR. But I had another horse that was named Joker. And that's where I got the Joker's Lady initials from. But the horse in the picture, I lost him about, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I had him like 25 years. All right. Mark Twain is the answer to that.
Like I said, if I remember right, Samuel Clemens was his real name. Or whatever.
No, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I did go to school some.
I didn't learn that. Okay. What pirate was the captain of the Black Pearl? What pirate was the captain of the Black
Oh,
Pearl?
I know the answer, but do you have a choice?
No.
Jack Sparrow.
Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, I've still got a donkey. That's why I'm at somebody else's house for the last week. My donkey got injured and my friend had to have surgery at the same time my donkey got hurt. So I'm here taking care of both of them.
Virginia says Sparrow. Slim says Captain Blackheart. Tanya says Captain Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow. Z says Blackbeard. Proton says Jack Sparrow. If any of y'all watched Pirates of the Caribbean, you should know this one.
Well, that's a wonderful movie.
Hey, Golf.
Hi,
Hey,
Goff.
Golfster. Ain't seen you in ages. Good to see you.
Thank you, Virginia. LT Elvis is doing wonderful. He has decided to behave finally.
Okay, Ron. Thank you.
He's doing great. Bye, Ron. Hurry back.
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Golf?
Elvis is doing wonderful. All right. The answer is Captain Jack Sparrow.
I'm seeing so many familiar faces I ain't seen in a while, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming. I really do. It means a lot.
Yeah, Laura, he is big. He looks like a real horse now.
Don't you have a video on your channel or something of someone riding him now?
I did. I think I took it off.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's being ridden. He's behaving himself. If I can find it, Lori, I'll send it to you. I don't know what I did with it. All right. In which ocean did the Titanic sink?
Oh, Lord. Is there a choice?
Atlantic, Pacific, or Indian?
Captain Morgan, yes.
Captain Morgan.
I'm going to say Atlantic. I'm going to say Atlantic as well. Slim says Atlantic. Everybody's saying Atlantic. See, we got to get Scott and Z and everybody else. I think it was the Atlantic.
Oh, Tanya says Indian.
Okay. Yeah, funny city. Funny. We won't go there, okay? But okay.
Yeah, I live on the Gulf of America now instead of the Gulf of Mexico.
Thank you, Microbite. Good to see you as well.
Hi, Micro.
Hey, Charles. Hey, Scott.
Micro is cooling off next week. We're going to be in the 40s at night next week.
Thank you, Golfster. Golfster, I appreciate you.
Yeah, Slim, my house ought to be worth more now. Instead of being on the Gulf of Mexico, it's on the Gulf of America. So I think it ought to up the price since they changed it. Okay. The ocean where the Titanic sunk was the Atlantic Ocean.
Yay.
I didn't know that. Okay. Which animal is considered the largest living land carnivore?
The carnivore?
I don't know. I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Where's he at? What did he say?
I just got a message from him. A text. Tell him I don't know what he's talking about.
I have the door shut, so I don't know either.
Okay, which animal is considered the largest living land carnivore?
Microbot, you saying your brother is? I think that's what you meant. Carnivore is a meat eater, so that would probably. Is it? You say land animal or?
Yep, the
Hmm.
largest living land carnivore.
There's no choices.
Yeah, there is.
All right, well, give us a choice.
Polar bear, African elephant, or tiger?
Let's say tiger. Hey, Mario.
Hi, Mario. Charles, quit running around and sit down and stay with us.
Okay. John, let's see who else. Virginia said elephant. Lori said polar bear. Sean said elephant. Slim said polar bear.
Y'all are all over
Proton
the
says
place here.
tiger. I said tiger. Z says polar bear. Tanya says, but elephants aren't meat eaters. Carnivore is a meat eater. I didn't think they ate meat, so that would leave tiger or polar bear. I'm gonna say tiger. Hell, I'm giving the answers away.
Y'all are all over the place on this one. Everybody's got a different opinion on
Marco says I'm so T-Rex.
it.
I was thinking T-Rex, but they're extinct, so you know.
Yeah, it could be a T-Rex if it wasn't living.
See, Virginia said I saw someone lose on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The question was, what is bigger, an elephant or the moon? I said an
Oh my
elephant.
gosh.
I'm so.
Join the crowd, Micro. All right, y'all ready for this?
Did we?
Everybody
Okay.
got their answers in?
But the question trick on it is, Tanya, a carnivore. Which animal is the largest carnivore? Carnivore,
Largest living land carnivore.
and a carnivore is a meat eater. Elephants, not that I ever heard of, eat meat. So that's why. Anyway, what is it? Tiger or bear?
It is a polar bear.
So Slim and who else? City, Z, and Lori, they all got it right. Thank you, Proton, for coming.
Elephants eat green, like trees and
They're herbivores.
bushes. Yeah, they're herbivores.
Well, thank you for coming and celebrating with me, Proton. I appreciate you very much, and you have a good day.
Good to see you, Proton.
And thank you.
All right, here's an easy one.
All right, we're going to do a couple more questions. If it's all right, then I'm going to have to call it an evening if that's okay with y'all.
All right.
We'll do a
Who
couple
won
more.
the 2024 NFL Super Bowl? Who won the Super Bowl last year?
Oh, shit. Excuse me, I just... Oh, God. Who did play the Super Bowl?
Did it
Help
just
me.
get float out of your head?
Yeah. I think it was the Eagles. I believe it was the Eagles. Boy, that's bad when you just watch it in February and here it is April and you done forgot. I mean, that's bad. That's very bad.
Where's Ron? Doesn't Ron keep up with football? Where did he go?
He left. He said he had a phone call.
Hi, TR.
Yeah, that's right, because Kansas City played. That's why I don't want to remember, because Eagles beat Kansas City. That's why I cried. Hey, TR. We're just fixing to wind up. We're going to do one more question, y'all.
City, you need to check your records.
Yeah, Taylor Swifty lost. She cried. So let's do one more and see what we got.
All right. The answer to that was Kansas City won.
Not 24.
That's what it said.
Well, Google's wrong because the Eagles beat the Chiefs.
Look it up and see, City.
All right, wait a minute. 2024?
Yep.
In 2024, who won the Super Bowl? And I believe you're right. You're right, because this would have been 2025. Duh. In 2024, it would have been the Kansas City. Duh. Trick question, because this February, which is 2025, the Eagles won. So it wouldn't be 2024. The Chiefs did win against the 49ers.
Super Bowl is in like January or February, isn't it?
Yeah, Super Bowl is always in February.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been this year. It was last year.
Yeah, so Kansas City did win. Duh! God, no. Well, anyway, I'm going to have to call it an evening.
That was fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you, sis, for grabbing all them questions and all that. You did great.
You're welcome.
And I want to thank everybody for coming and joining. Help me celebrate, because, like I said, I don't do this for money or monetize. I do it mainly to make friends. And I've made so many friends out there, and I appreciate all y'all's support. And I love y'all, and you take care and have a good evening.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Congratulations, Shandy.
Thank you, sis. I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and go down first, sis, so we can end this out quietly. Or better.
All right.
I don't know.
Thank you, Z. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Again, thank you all. Have a good evening and a good weekend. And y'all take care. And thank you, Slim. Thank you, Virginia, and everybody for coming. I appreciate you a lot.